Yeah, baby. So in the previous episode, we covered the skills needed to progress from platinum to diamond in 1s and 2s. So if you haven't already seen those, it might be worth checking them out as they have the prerequisites for this stage. Also, just want to mention we have a free Rocket League course on this YouTube that you may not know about if you are new. The course is built to build a player's skills in a layered manner so that they can slowly improve with training packs, quizzes, example tutorials, and everything else you need to improve. Each new skill is about like a martial arts system. You complete the training pack or the requirement, share it in the Discord, and you get given that belt as a role. And if you do the full course, you get an e-certificate. So if you didn't know about that, go and check that out. And throughout this series, we really make a point of talking about Rocket League standards. A Rocket League standard is an example of a test protocol that combines the scores of a range of tests into a single rank index, which then attempts to provide simple, meaningful feedback to the player so they know which rank they should be. Therefore, what I am saying is if you are able to do the things I'm saying and you're still losing, then it's all on your strategy, because your mechanics are clearly already there. Okay, so let's break this down using defense, offense, and strategy. 1v1, defense. Again, continue what we have been doing, being a close threat, shadowing close, lots of fakes. But now we need to focus on staying grounded as possible and making use of single jumps where we can. This way we won't overextend ourselves and we can win the majority of 50-50s. Regarding the corners now, we can stick to the same strategy of staying in the net. However, if we want to level up a little bit, we can throw in some fakes into the corner where possible and go halfway on the backboard. If they try to roll it round or straight, you can stop your car and single jump or even backflip or even half flip if you feel confident. And if they play it low, you can get down in front of the ball and try to block it. The trick here is to save your dodge. So essentially you can do single jump to block and allow you to have quick recoveries if you lose the 50, but you can dodge into the 50 once you feel you're going to win or the opponent's nameplate is too far to the side of the ball and you're more central. If this does not work, if maybe players are just going for demos and bumps and just forcing it through you, then adapt and go back to what you know works. Offense. For offense, we now need a solid kickoff. Winning the kickoff matters now more than ever, because before it didn't really matter too much if we lost the kickoff because the offense was easier to counter. But as we go into high diamond and champ, people now have decent quality offense. So we need to prevent that. To do that, we have to understand how to take the kickoff, the difference between a push and a hook kickoff, and how to do fakes kickoff. And for this, we need the white belt. This is the kickoff belt with a training pack too. The white belt tutorial, I believe, is one of the most in-depth kickoff tutorials on YouTube, so familiarize yourself with that and get the belt. Last time we focused on the green belt, flicks, but from what we have learned, we probably now notice that using a lot of proactive flicks has given us more space to create our offense. And for that situation, it would be nice to add in a power shot. The reason for this is if we keep using proactive flicks, the defender will inevitably sag off more and it becomes easier to read and save the flicks. Now, don't get me wrong, for this we can work on power flicks and getting closer to the net using 45-degree flicks, but there's always an inherent risk when carrying the ball closer and closer to the opponent's net. And the reason for this is forced distance. You see, if the opponent is halfway between the play and the goal and we get closer, so when they are halfway between the play and the goal, of course, they get closer to us and therefore it's harder for us to react and read the challenge. This means potentially it could ping to our net or they could dominate the 50. Not forgetting the high chance of hitting the crossbar with a close flick. So now, if we are using a lot of proactive flicks and backing them up, it will give us more space to go into the blue belt system, which is blue belt 1, the bounce dribble, and blue belt 3, which is the 2 types of power shot from the bounce. Now, a good bounce dribble allows you to have vision of the opponent and the adaptation of being able to do a single jump behind the ball for the 50 or to unleash a devastating shot. Having these 2 main weapons practice is more than enough to push yourself into champ and beyond as far as offense is concerned. Strategy. Similar strategies to before, lots of fakes and shadowing. Once you see the opponent stop biting on the fakes, then we mix in actual challenges. Drive challenges also. This will keep them guessing and make it difficult to know when you're going to challenge. Regarding offense, take your time. If you get space, lower dribble, hook shot, bounce dribble, and all that good stuff. The same as last time. If they're in the middle and blocking a lateral dribble, you can scoop and go for a flick. If they are far away, more towards the net, you can get a bounce dribble going and get deeper and deeper. You can also now start mixing up your flicks. You may want to go for a 45 to the opposite side if they're on an inside shadow. There's so many things you can do. If they back off a lot, you can now start to bounce dribble closer and closer before you pull the trigger, and make note of when they decide to dive. Do they dive as the ball's on the way up or the ball is on the way down? That is a very important thing because that is going to dictate your next play. If they dive when the ball is bouncing up, then you know you need to go early on a down falling power shot. And this is a way I score quite a lot, to be honest, is that move. So the standards for Diamond 1v1 are defense. Make a point to single jump more often than insta dodges to help your recovery. Save your dodge in the corners on defense. Offensively, get the white belt. Understand the science of a basic kickoff. Get blue belt 1 and 3, which are the bounce, dribble and power shot. From falling and rising to have a bag of tricks to dip into. Now I want you to play 10 1v1 games per day. Focus on single jumps as opposed to dodging into things straight away. This will help consistency in regards to always being in a good positional spot for a 50. If you're getting challenged and you're losing the single jump, that means you're actually challenging from a bad position. It means you're not getting dead smack bang in the middle of where the play is. It means you're too off to the side or the opponent is able to dodge through you. By getting good at single jumps, it forces us to naturally get good at positioning, and then we can add the dodges in later. So if you are single jumping and losing, it often means you're either moving around too fast or too slow. Find the happy medium, get good positions. 2v2. Defense. Defensively, we need to continue what we did previously in regards to rotation. I will reiterate this again, as we saw from the replay analysis. Fake as the first man the majority of the time. Trust me, it's so simple. It will fall to your teammate and you'll be able to support so much faster than just diving. Of course, if you can win 100%, then definitely do dive. But the main thing is at this rank in 2s is to support our teammate and defensively rotate to the back post. That is so important. Be patient in the net. Wait in the net facing out, just like we covered in the replay analysis. It's such a simple and effective strategy. You should be so difficult to score on as a team, and as the opponents will be pressing heavily, so will your chance to counter them with ease. Always think that you have counter opportunities. Do not dwell that you're being pressured. More think instead, we're going to get so many openings with this pressure. So no belts for this one, but familiarize yourself with the 2v2 guide on this channel. Offense. Almost a reverse this week. Now we need some green belt for quick flicks. Often in Diamond, people just no brain ball chase, even as last man. So having the ability to do instant flicks will lead to so many easy open nets. So green belt 1 for flicks, and I honestly feel like that's all we need right now. Strategy. The main thing is rotate away from the ball and be patient. You are absolutely fine. At least have one person going with fakes or challenging or drive challenging to make them play the ball early and just get straight back to the back post. Get that rotation down. It's so easy. I can't explain how simple it is. Just do it. Just do it. So here we go with the standards to watch and understand the 2v2 guide for defense. And on offense, get the green belt and get used to insta flicking to set the offense off. Remember, once people are pre-jumping you and they know what's coming, now you got fakes, now you got lateral dribbles, and there's all the good stuff, baby. Also, play 10 2v2s where you literally, and just do this for me, fake as the first man. Embed this behavior pattern. Never challenge, just do drive challenges and get back behind your teammate via the back post. Once you've made your play, leave and go around the back post with the path lanes and sit at the back post before coming forward into the net and facing slightly out, just like we covered in the replay. So if your team then fakes or challenges, you are able to take the ball and be first to react because you will be in the smartest position because everyone goes wide. Please just trust me with this. This can get people into high GC because it gives you so many possessional advantages and much better vision. This is Rocket League. It's not the Enigma code. Keep it simple and get fundamental. Thank you very much for watching. I really do hope this helps. Just stick to the basics, guys. Look after yourself. Take care and peace out. Peace.